ADHD, and they're finding out that it's really trauma. They're finding out these kids, going back at stuff, that these kids were raised in a home with violence or something, or there was something going on, and their behavior reflects ADHD, but it's a trauma thing that was,
and something.
They're really, so it's, it's cool because it's like groundbreaking stuff. And I mean, and I know it's such a tough subject to talk about, but it's at the same time, it's very exciting.
And the more that you're aware, the more that you're going to. So I appreciate your coworkers and you taking time out of your,
they were so funny
to do that.
Because I was telling them we're doing a radio show, and they were all like, kind of like, not nervous, bad, but like, all right, so how does that go? And I go, well, it's just really cool. We're just going to have a conversation. And they were like, well, we should plan things out. I goes, well, no.
Because then it sounds real.
I go, we just got to, it's going to be a conversation. I goes, Deb will MC. She'll just keep us all on track. She'll fill us in on details. Like I goes, but let's have like at least a list of questions so Deb can ask them. So she'll know, like if we start to
didn't have to do very much.
Like if we get long in the tooth about, or too scientific or whatever, just so you could get us, or whatever.
And sometimes I had to say, and what does that mean?
Exactly.
Not very often. You guys did a fantastic job.
It was really good.
Just fantastic.
We are.
I look forward to doing that every year. I just think it's.
I do. I think it needs to be needed. And I mean, and we were hoping to have a survivor, but interesting that I said that we wanted a survivor to share a story. So then we could also like do the same stuff, like walk her through the 4 hours, so the myth that she lived with. So you learned about sexual assault 101 because of the myth, and then when she reported what the prosecutor did, how it happened, what happened, the next step, the trauma she faced, anyway, to walk through the 4 hours and stuff as a victim. And that kind of didn't go through. But in the process of that, I have had 6 victims come up to me in the last week to say if I ever do it again, they'd be more than happy to share the story.
So next time.
So it is. Yeah, it is. Good. So it is. It's good. Like we're giving it a voice. And to hear professionals talk about it and the comfort of being on the radio kind of gives them some.
So you're faceless. Right. I think that makes a big difference.
Yeah, and that, too. So I think it
encourages me anyway.
Yeah. And stuff. So it's cool.
So thank you for having that idea. And
I know, it's exciting.
And I just hope that it touches a lot of people and lives on
I think
for a long time.
I do. I'm really excited.
Really amazing. So make sure that you catch that starting tomorrow, not at 8 a.m, though. It will be at 8, 2, and 8, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday throughout the month. And then it'll be on the website, too. And speaking of tomorrow is Divas Night Out, Dino's at Vino's.
That sounds so fun.
We do have such a good time.
I know.
We laugh and carry on like crazy women.
Yeah.
But we also have the Devolution Projects meeting at the beginning.
Okay, there you go.
And our first quarter project is it our second? It's our first quarter. We're raising food for Easter dinner for the Good Samaritan Homeless Shelter, and we also serve Easter dinner on Easter Sunday. So the things that we still need are marshmallows, pecans,
beans,
and green beans.
and
Not sweet potatoes, because Independent Bank is providing sweet potatoes. Pies.
and
Yeah.
French's onions.
Okay.
Those for green bean casserole.
Oh, yeah.
We already have all the soup.
Okay. So you just need the green beans.
Right.
Okay.
And then they also, and rolls. That was the other thing, rolls. And that can be simple as going to GFS and getting.
How many are you talking about?
Yeah.
How many
they had
rolls?
20 last year.
10 dozen is fine.
Okay.
10 dozen, that's 120 rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's more than enough,
but
actually.
then they can save them. Yeah.
I'll do rolls.
Okay.
Oh, Ann, thank you.
I know I got to do something. What do you want?
Thank you, Liza.
Right. What do you want? What do you want?
We
what is the
need,
hardest thing to do?
Marshmallows and pecans.
Are the hardest for people to bring, really?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Right, really? I thought for sure you'd say pies.
We need like 2 bags of pecans.
Like how
and
big?
I always
how
end
what
up
size
buying
bags?
160 ounces. So
Yeah.
bring what you want.
All right. I don't care. Like, do you want crushed pecans? What do you want?
Any kind. It's for sweet potato casserole they make.
I don't know what that is.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, because I don't like sweet potatoes.
I don't.
So I just like.
And I like sweet potatoes, but not how they make it.
Okay,
But that's
all right.
their tradition.
All right, you
I'm
tell
not
me how
gonna
many
knock
pecans
their
you need, and I'll bring
tradition.
them. And yeah. All right, I'll bring 120 ounces of
People
pecans.
want what
Sweet.
they grew up
160 ounces.
with, you
I'll put
know?
that down. I just leave me with a note, and I don't have to worry if they're
Thank
crushed
you very
or
much.
half. They'll figure it out. I'll
No,
do that. Yeah.
it reminds me of a joke, though.
What's that?
I'll have to tell
Joke
you
about
afterwards. Yeah, you want your nuts crushed? It's a funny joke.
I like it.
So we have
Awesome,
Divas
yes.
Night Out. We have Easter dinner. May 20th is Diva Day.
Right. But wait. I just got to put a plug in and stuff like that because my role at Shelter House is volunteer coordinator. And the fact that you are fulfilling start to finish is a huge gift. You're collecting the food, you're preparing the food, and you're going to clean after. It is a huge gift. It
Thank
really
you.
is. It really is. It's above and beyond.
Yes, it is.
And I appreciate
Thank you.
everything I get. Like I'm donating the pecans and I know that's very much appreciated. And I feel that
It
warmth.
is, yes.
However, there's something being a coordinator of this to know that this day is taken care of, that you follow through. Priceless. Absolutely.
Oh, thank
priceless.
you for saying
Absolutely.
that. It's our third year, yeah.
Priceless.
And I'll tell you, it's-
so thank you.
And Easter Day, I'm so used to doing it now that way. And I go out and I sit and talk to those people. And it's,
Well, then you give up your holiday. I
And
mean,
we're
too.
part
So
of it. We're out of there
I know,
by
but still, no.
pretty early, but-
Don't ever downplay it. No, you give up your day. You do, because even if you go in the morning, doesn't matter if it's part of the day. It's part of your schedule. That's the most
Thank you.
important part of your day. So please, So don't look at me. I just told you what not to do on your own
Thank you.
station, but don't do that.
But I'll tell you, it is so rewarding to. And last year I met a couple young men that had lost their jobs because they just stopped that position.
Right. Yeah.
And they were living paycheck to paycheck,
which-
and
yep.
so there they found themselves in the homeless shelter.
Yeah.
And they were very nice young men.
Yeah.
And some families that come that can't even sit together, can't even dine together. The dad came when the men came, and the mom and the daughters came when the women came, and it just kind of makes you thankful that they have a place to be,
Right.
and it makes me thankful that I'm there, but it makes me thankful for everything that I have.
Right. I know. Exactly. It is. It's just, it is. It's,
Because by the things can change so
oh yeah.
fast.
Well, when they look at like everybody, like not I don't say they look at your checkbook, but statistically they're saying that everybody is just a matter of like 2 paychecks into the
Right.
poorhouse,
Right.
Because of whether it's health or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
And
or
those people aren't
loss
there
of
because
job.
they're taking advantage of anything.
No,
they're
you
not
just
taking
don't
advantage
know.
of any
And you-
systems. They're
yeah,
just
and you can
there.
only save so much when you are fighting just to make things ends meet.
Right.
You're trying to save or 401ks or retirement
Right.
or whatever you're trying to do, you can, but reality of life can take over that quickly
Right,
and
right.
stuff. And that next thing you know,
Boom,
you start,
there you are.
yeah, my husband fell 3 years ago, and we are a process of all that because all of a sudden it's just like workman's comp stops, all these things stop. Well, you still have a house payment, you still have to eat, you still have to do. I was out of a
Nothing
job.
changes.
Once
You know,
start
none of
getting
that,
behind,
and
it's
nobody understands
snowballs.
that. And you start to play that game of like, what do you pay? What don't you pay?
Right.
And you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
you,
I know
truly,
exactly what
and
you
we
mean.
saved a shit ton of money. I mean, we were okay. We thought we were
Right.
thinking we're going to retire someday.
See, and that's
And-
how those people
Yeah.
are that are there.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
having gone through when the real estate market crashed, I
Yes.
went from making a lot of money to making nothing.
Yeah.
And that could have been me if it wouldn't.
Yes.
My friends saved my ass. If it would not have been for them, that's where I would have
Yeah.
been. So I really empathize with these people, and I'm so happy that we can do it. And it's as rewarding for us as it is for them.
It's awesome.
It's just really
Yeah.
a cool thing.
It was
So I thank them for allowing us to continue to do it too,
Very
because
cool.
it's a good project. And we're doing the chocolate class on the 22nd at
Exciting.
10:30. Lots of things going on. And in April we have a lot of things going on too. on the weekends, but I'm not going to talk about them now. We'll talk about them next week. So thank you so much for listening tonight. Thank you, Anne, for taking time out of, or AKA
I've had a lot of
Liza.
fun, yes.
Good.
Yeah.
And come back anytime at all.
Yeah.
And
The chocolates are delicious. I did
wonderful.
have one.
They're
I had
wonderful.
lemon, and it was amazing. It was very
you had lemon lavender, I
Yes,
think.
lemon
didn't you?
lavender. It was really
That's
good.
a wonderful
Yeah.
combination. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mitzi, thank you. It's always appreciated when you're.
Thank you.
I've
I
listened
love it.
to our election night
Yeah.
show. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Was it? Because people have
we
told me
were
the
kind
same
of
thing.
freaking out.
Oh, I'm gonna have to listen.
I think I just took it down because it was in November, but it
Yeah.
was up for a long time.
Oh,
I can send you a link,
Yes,
Ann, because
yes.
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
We're sitting
Yeah.
here going, "Oh no,
What does it
he's
mean?
winning in Ohio!"
What are
And
they
we were
doing? I know.
freaking out.
Yeah, it was crazy that night.
You guys get my
Well, it wasn't the
liberal.
it wasn't really the party thing. We never
were
really
just-
took a party, but we were just listening to paying attention to what was going on from state to state and the uproar
And
the,
it was shocking.
yeah, and you're just
It
like,
was
oh
shocking.
my God, it was just crazy. Like, well, listen, which, yeah, but yeah, it was cool because I did go march in
was
Lansing,
fun.
so that was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool. You got to do that.
Yeah, it was very cool.
So this has been very fun, and I thank you again for listening. It means so much that that you share this little bit of time with us, and hopefully you set aside an hour and a half on Tuesday nights to spend with us. It's like you're talking to your girlfriends, who doesn't need to do that, right?
I know,
Right?
I know. I
And
love it.
hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night at Vino. That's 510 East Midland Street. We'll be there at 6 o'clock.
Great
Sometimes
place.
we leave at 8. Sometimes we leave at 10. You never know.
All right, well,
I'm
good.
gonna try
Text
to
me.
be there.
Text me when you're leaving, because if you've left, just send me a text. If not, I'll drive right there and at least meet you for a quick glass of wine.
That's a deal. All right.
Quick little event.
And sometimes we do a live broadcast from there.
Greg is a doll. Vino's food
He's
is
very
amazing.
good to us, too,
Yeah, if you
yeah.
have not eaten there, go there. Their food
Yeah.
is so good.
What's your favorite thing there?
I like his pork slider.
That's what Sharon likes.
I got to that. Did you see he's looking into
Which ones?
The cheeseburger sliders.
I like the macaroni and cheese sliders.
That's what I'm
Yeah. Oh my God. They're
I was two things I gotta say. I was there a few weeks, about a month ago and stuff like that. And I had been there for the Lions playoff game, and we're sitting at the bar. And people think, I don't know if people think I don't know. I look at Vino's. It's a restaurant. It's a bar. It's a family place
Right.
for me. I'm very comfortable. I know Greg. I know Peggy. I love it. So I'm sitting there with my girlfriend watching the Lions game, and we're all at the bar sitting there, and there's bar's full, but the restaurant part, tables are not so full because
Right.
it's later and stuff like that. I mean, we actually were there until the game was over, and we're there, and I, I'm a Lions fan, so I'm cussing and swearing and coaching from Bay City. And if they would have called me, we would have won, I'm sure.
That's
Anyway,
how I am
yeah,
with the-
all of these things. And so when I went there not too long ago with my family, and the bartender comes up to take her order, and he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" I goes, "It's going really good. How about yourself?" He says, "Great." He goes, "I got to tell you," he goes, "I had so much fun with you. You need to come and watch all the Lions games here. You had the whole bar going."
Are you a Tigers fan
Yes,
as
I
well?
am.
I am too.
Yeah, and I'm going up and down, high fiving when we score with everybody in the bar and like that. He goes, "You were so much fun," and you could just see my family going, "Yeah, that's
Oh,
my
Mom. Did they go back to the milk and eggs conversation?
Yeah, yeah. I was like, "Hey, just leave it be. I'm good. It's all good." Yeah. So it is. It's just a very
good place.
fun bar. I love it.
And
I
when
do.
you go
It's-
into the
it's-
part where the wine is, that's
Yeah.
the closest to California I've come since I've been back here.
Really, very cool.
Wine's half off on
Oh.
Wednesdays. And the
Oh.
jazz. He texted me jazz is back.
He is back
on
yeah,
Wednesdays.
yeah,
Yep, and that's
yeah.
really fun
And
too.
and again too, just a little plug too. Greg is very gracious again in the community.
He is
and for causes and
amazing,
stuff
yes.
like that. He is.
He gives
yes,
generously
yes, he
of his
does.
time, yes.
yes, he does.
Yes, and yeah, he's a pretty good guy.
He's a good guy.
So don't tell him we said that.
no, not here.
It's just between us. But if you go there, you tell him, ask for the Diva deal and tell him that the Divas sent you because he does some nice things for our friends.
yeah.
Good things.
Yeah.
So see you tomorrow night. Until then, be real, stay true, know who you are and what you believe because you are the Divalution. Good night.
The Devolution Show is a W4 Divas production hosted by Deb St. Hilaire and produced by Josh Sherrill. All rights reserved.